Hello, all. My name is Nick from Scientific Search. This is Get to Know Your Recruiter, a series where I do a short interview with all the lovely recruiters at Scientific Search. Who am I here with?
Hi, I'm Lisa Bianchini, Manager Lead Recruiter with Scientific Search.
Great. And how long you been with Scientific Search?
I started with Scientific Search in 2005, so quite a while now.
Wow. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So, what sparked your interest in recruiting then?
I actually kind of fell into recruiting. I was working in Daytona Beach with a hospitality group and sales team. And in the middle of one of our onboarding sessions, our recruiter just walked out, and I had seniority there. I knew the company forwards and backwards, and they said, "Hey, why don't you jump in?" And I loved it. It was like the dime dropped, and there I was. So.
Gotcha. Awesome. So, what was Scientific Search like when you started?
When I started, I think there was only 8 of us, so it was a very small, intimate group. We worked out of our original office, which was a house that had been converted into offices. So we had like 2 bullpens and maybe a couple of separate offices. So it was unique. It was very nice.
And it's grown quite a bit since then.
We have definitely.
Great. So what industry trends have you noticed as your time as a recruiter?
Um, I think what I've noticed is that one of the most important things I think that has helped the hiring process is the work from home opportunity. I know, pre-COVID, very few companies were really open to it. I don't know whether it was a fear that they weren't going to be able to well manage their employees, or whether it was just giving up that control. But I think if anything, good has come out of that situation is the fact that, people are able to streamline the work process. They're not spending hours a day commuting and stressing, and, they're just getting the job done. They're being much more effective, and, they have that flexibility. But with that, I think comes that mutual trust between the employer and the employee. And I think personally, I've seen it really improve, morale in many companies.
Definitely. I think that's a great point. Alrighty. Can you give me an example of a recent success you had?
Recently, we had a company come to us that had a client that needed someone with strong client service skills. And they are focused on the management consulting for the pharmaceutical industry. Their client is a name brand pharmaceutical company, and they needed it quick. They needed, someone that could jump right in. One of the things that I think separates us and sets us aside from so many other firms is our database. We have over 600,000 plus resumes in that database. This search request was something I had worked on about 5-6 years ago for the same company. So I was immediately able just to jump back into Bullhorn, which is our applicant tracking system. And it was kind of nice reconnecting with people and seeing where they had progressed in their careers. And I think within 24 hours, we had 3 people interviewing, and within another 10 days, we had somebody being offered the position. So just our networking abilities, staying in touch with people, keeping those resumes on file, taking good notes. And, it all adds up to not only speed for our clients, but being able to bring them somebody that really is a good match, not only on a skill set level, but personality wise as well.
Great. Yeah, I'd say it's very efficient. All right. What would you be doing if you weren't recruiting?
Sitting on the beach. No, honestly, I think it's funny that I get paid to talk on the phone for a living. So I can't imagine now doing anything else, helping people. My husband and I talk about retiring, and I say, well, why? As long as I could pick up a phone and dial some numbers, I'm going to continue to do this. It's like a treasure hunt. Company says, I need you to get, here's the steps you need to take, and I need you to find X. And, it's just layer by layer, funneling down and, just finding the right person. So, other than sitting on the beach, I can't imagine doing anything else.
Awesome. I love that. All right. Last question. What is your favorite thing about scientific search?
Probably my favorite thing, and this is the second firm that I've worked for. When I first got into the industry, I started out in more staffing, light industrial, that type of thing. One of the things that I love about scientific search is the tools that they provide us with. They aren't short-sighted in the fact that if we want to get the best result, we have to have the best tools in our toolbox, and they really we have people in the office that are constantly doing beta testing with things, constantly demoing things, constantly, looking at things to help us with time management and organization. So I think that's, one of the things that I love best is I might not always know how to use everything that's provided to us immediately, and that's okay. But they do provide us with the best technology, the best resources that is available on the market to our industry.
Agreed. All right. Thank you for sharing. This has been Get to Know Your Recruiter with Lisa Bianchini.
Hey, thanks, Nick.